I was tagged in this story on Twitter, and this is a update to a story that I'm not even gonna lie to you. I completely forgot all about this story until I looked at the headline and looked at this picture, and then it all came back to me. So just to give y'all an update, just in case y'all weren't around when I did this story, this man's name is Joseph Oberhansley. And this guy, a couple years ago, basically was charged and arrested for not only murdering his girlfriend, but also eating her. Like, he pulled a Hannibal Lecter. This is the second story this week I have covered involving someone eating some type of body part off of a person that they were intimate with. This one's more of an update, but it's the second story this week nonetheless. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this update to you now is because it just came out that he was deemed not mentally fit to stand trial. And my thing is, if I had to respond to that, I would say two things. One, I'm not surprised. And two, I'm like, well, duh, you think? Anybody who can do something like this is not in their right mind, period. So he's most likely going to have to spend the rest of his days in some kind of 24-hour watch type of facility, some kind of an asylum, most likely, where he's probably going to be on some heavy meds every single day. But let's see what this update is saying. An Indiana man accused of killing, mutilating, and then eating parts of his ex-girlfriend's body was found not mentally fit to stand trial. Joseph Oberhansley, age 38, will be transported to a state hospital after 2 evaluations by psychiatrists were filed in December. His defense attorneys and prosecutors then reached a deal to have placed in a hospital. Oberhansley is accused of killing Tammy Jo Blanton in September 2014 in a house in Jeffersonville, north of Louisville, Kentucky. Oberhansley allegedly mutilated her body and ate parts of it. His first trial in August was declared a mistrial after a witness introduced testimony that was deemed inadmissible. The prosecutor in the case said he agreed to have Oberhansley hospitalized in an effort to expedite the trial. The attorney, Jeremy Mull, said he still believes the case will go to trial and Oberhansley will be convicted. So there's still a good chance that he could be convicted of what he did. But as of right now, he's going to be put in some type of facility. Oberhansley's attorney, Jeremy Mull, said the hospitalization was the right move. From the nature of the case itself, the accusations, and Judge Joseph's behavior both in and out of court, there really is no question that he is incompetent. He can't assist in his defense, nor does he really have an understanding of the procedures. He could easily also be playing this up just so he doesn't go to an actual prison. And after looking at the story, you got to ask yourself, if you are a person who's in a prison, would you even want to be near someone like this? A person that killed not only their girlfriend, but also started eating parts of their body. Like I said, every time I hear a story like this, I can only think of Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs, or anything like that. To think that there are actually people like this in the world is scary enough. But it also shows you right there that people like him have no regard for any type of human life. And like I said, when someone does something like this, you have to also look even deeper into their past, like deep into their childhood. What were they like growing up? Were they one of those destructive type kids? I'm willing to bet he probably was one of those type of kids. Because this isn't something that just, in my opinion, just happens out of the blue. Something had to have happened to trigger this. Because you don't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to go ahead and devour and digest my ex. Like, you just don't do that. But like I said, there are just some crazy, whacked out people in this world who sometimes don't even need a reason for why they do what they do. They just do it because they want to. But yeah, like I said, this is an update video right here, just in case y'all never heard of the story. And I'm going to assume many of you probably didn't, unless you've been following me since last year when I first talked about it. And it was early on last year when I talked about it. Well, no, it was August, because that's when the whole thing about the mistrial happening. That's when I first heard about the story. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you are following me on Twitter and have the notifications turned on so you know when I upload a new video, and I will talk to you in the next one.